Good morning. It is 7 a.m. and I'm ready to get rolling out of Sedalia. This old schoolhouse building, Wally's Bike Retreat, was a really great stay. I don't know if it would have been as good if I wasn't there alone, but it was like this whole house by myself for cheap. I'm out of town, back on the normal trail. My butt's really hurting just sitting down on the bike for the first time this morning. The initial pain is kind of worn off and now it's just dull and aching. My quads are pretty hammered. I've never ridden the bike this many days back to back at like 60-ish mile days. And it shows, man. Next up, Clifton City. All right, just a brief stop here in Clifton City. I used the Privy and I'm gonna get going here. I've done a little over 12 miles and I've got, I think, 12 or 13 to get to Pilot Grove, which would be the next place I likely stop. It's been a morning. My mom just texted me and said that Lucy, my dog, has been sick. So I don't know what more to do. I don't know. When life throws it at you, it throws everything at you. Anyway, regarding the videos, I'm going to try to keep the rest of these different and show you all different things than I showed on the way west as I make my way back east. I have a mental list of a bunch of things I didn't show you on the way this way that I'm going to show you today on the way back. It's 9:30 a.m. I've done almost 25 miles and I am at Casey's here in Pilot Grove. Again, not many food options, so I'm gonna need to eat some Casey's pizza for breakfast and then we'll get to rolling towards Boonville. Probably not gonna stop in Boonville. May stop, do a little video on, but I'm just gonna blow on through there and keep on trucking. Just leaving the Boonville Depot. Hey, we're going right into the Isle of Capri Casino Hotel parking lot. The big brick building right there is the Hotel Frederick. There's a lot of cyclists stay at. This is steep. Thank you. This is right on the western edge of Roqueport. Katy Dids, they're supposed to have cold drinks and snacks in there, but it's kind of an awkward place and no bike racks or anything. And from what I can see, the shelves are empty, but it may be an option if you're coming through and wanting something. My plan was to stop at this coffee shop just right here on the edge of the trail. And they have some nice shade and places to sit. However, they're closed on Monday and Tuesday. I ate at the Meriwether Cafe and it was way better than the other day. I had a Southwest chicken salad and sat in the AC for a little while, but it's time to get moving. I'm back across the street getting situated here in the shade. We have several places we're gonna stop along the way. Only got like 16 more miles to get to the campground, but there's a lot of things to see between here and there. We're about a mile to the east of Roqueport. We're gonna go right over there. I'm gonna show you something, but first, let's zoom out so you can see how big this is. We're going along these big cliffs or bluffs. It's kind of nasty and wet all up here. I don't know if this is some kind of mine or what. It doesn't go in there deep enough to really be much of anything. Well, I guess it's pretty neat. I just don't know what the purpose of it is. I'm here at Hindman Junction. So it looks like, I saw this on the way west, but I didn't stop. So that's the Katy Trail West. And then there's an MKT Spur. It's 8.8 miles on the Spur Trail to Columbia. And then there's this whole other shelter called the Hindman Junction. It's like bigger than all the other depots. There's a regular depot not far up that way. Well, this is a neat little stop. I'm not gonna stay here for a break. I'm gonna go on to the Katy Trail Depot because there's running water in that up there. Also, it is very, very hot, humid, and just stagnant right here because we're surrounded by woods. There's no road that comes to this Hindman Junction. It's just the MKT Spur and the Katy Trail. So I'm gonna go, I think if the depot is that kind of more in the open, I'm hoping there's a breeze. Today's one of the warmest days that I've had. I've been here at the McBain Trailhead, taking a break for a while. There is a better breeze up here, but it is hot. It is like sweltering, sticky hot. And I'm supposed to be tent camping tonight. Wow. I've only got 7 more miles to Cooper's Landing where I intend to stay. I was just looking again, but I don't have any cell signal here, or not enough to look. There is another option if I went another like 10 miles past there to stay in an old train caboose that's been turned into like an Airbnb. And that's pretty tempting just to do it for the experience. There's obviously AC, Wi-Fi, all the amenities, but it's a little bit pricey. To tent at Cooper's Landing is $30 though. That's pretty high for a primitive tent site, but it's a good bit more than that. My plan is to get up here and be done for the day and tent camp, but I'm not ruling out going further and staying inside tonight. Just a little check-in on how I'm doing physically. My legs feel pretty good. My quads are a little sore, but nothing bad. When I get off the bike and get back on, it's almost unbearable to sit back on the seat. It hurts so bad. After a little bit, it kind of numbs a little bit, but it's a constant pain. One thing that was a little bit concerning When I got back on the bike after lunch, my left knee was stiff and kind of felt like it was locked up a little. It got loosened up and everything was fine, but I just got back on the bike from that break, and same thing for a couple minutes. I've never had that or any kind of knee problems like that, so that's a little concerning. I can't let this mess with my hiking. You've heard of Stonehenge, but I bet you've never heard of Boathenge. I've been here, had a Gatorade, talked to two other guys that are, they're not through biking, but they're doing some bike packing. Not a lot of people here right now, and it kind of got real overcast, which is kind of nice. It's still sweltering. I just did a little walk around the campsite on both sides to look at available tent spots and pick one out. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just stay here. I can get the food truck later and it'll be part of the experience. Big difference from when I came through the other time on Saturday when this was full of children. Well, I had dinner. It was pretty good. Had an ice cream. I sat in this little area they have at the camp store. There was like 3 tables in there and it's air conditioning. So I sat there for a while. I just walked down the road here from the campground because I thought there were some benches on the river so I could just be away from loud ATV. So I could be away from the noise for a few minutes. But I never found the benches. So I'm gonna go back. Temperature's not horrible. Everything's just a little damp from the humidity. There's some gnats. But everything should be fine once it gets dark. The problem is it's 7 o'clock. It's still more than an hour before dark, or about an hour. It's gonna be a long night. This is the problem with tent camping for me. Like, other than in that little building that closes at 8, I don't have a chair. I really don't have anywhere to sit down other than just in my hot, sticky tent. So I don't know. It just is what it is. 100 miles from home. I think I'm gonna only plan to do 60 tomorrow and probably spend the afternoon and evening in Herman. I've not booked anything yet, but that's kind of my thought. That would only give me 40 the next morning to finish up. So, as always, thank you for being here. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.